Well, good morning and welcome back to the Dynamite Baits match head-to-head series. If you're wondering why I'm wrapped up a bit like an Eskimo today, well, that's because it's absolutely freezing cold, but the match head-to-head series rolls on. We've come to Ashby Fisheries today in Northamptonshire, where once again 2 anglers will be taking on our match head-to-head series. I'm looking at the sun over there. I can't wait for it to come up so it can warm us up a little bit. But in the meantime, let's go check out the 2 anglers and see who's going to be taking on today's challenge. Joe, Martin, welcome to Ashby Fisheries. We're on the Scotland pond today. How are we feeling? You've had a long drive, haven't you?
Yeah, I've come from almost Scotland, which it's quite ironic really, because for this head-to-head, Martin's been trying to drag me up to Loch Ken.
We will get there one day.
That's in Scotland, but this is the closest he could get me to it in December.
Yeah.
So for those that don't know, this is Castle Ashby Lakes. We're on the Scotland pond, and we're going to sit somewhere around here. We're going to do the coin toss in a minute.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're going to try and have a decent day's fishing.
Yeah, we've got pegs 11 and 12 selected. So with that said, the only thing left to do is the coin toss. I've got it in my hand. I think because Joe's travelled the longest distance today, you should have the shout. So
I'll give you a double-sided coin anyway,
Yeah,
so
yeah,
I'll
good
take
point.
heads, please, mate.
Take heads?
Yeah.
All right, let's see how it goes.
Heads.
It is. Where do you want to go, mate?
I'll go on this peg here, 12,
Yeah.
because I fancy the closest to that end, to be perfectly honest, off the back of the wind. We've got that little island. I don't know anything about this venue, but that looks a bit more inviting to me, so
Yeah.
I'll go on
All right.
12 and Martin go on 11.
That's it, yeah. Well, I haven't got a choice, have I? No, I mean, just hoping for a good day's fishing, really. It's been really cold overnight. We've had a couple of days of rain, not ideal. It's really clear. Might have to take one here because you want some pole fishing, don't you? So
we want to do a
hopefully,
bit of a pole versus feeder match, but we'll see how it goes. It's 2 one side, we can swap it up.
hopefully we'll have a few bites. Joe will have a few
I'll nip on
balls.
for my pole if I need to.
Yeah. Quick
Right.
round, yeah. Right.
All sorted?
That's it. Yeah,
Right, let's get
the
some
angles
gear
on the
out.
pegs.
Hey!
Right then, my approach for my first ever visit to Castle Ashby Scotland Pond couldn't be simpler. I'm going to fish the method. I'm going to try and give Martin a bit of a shoe-in at his own game on the method feeder. I've got some F1 Sweet Green, the new stuff, and some amino black. Now that's the base of my mix. I'm going to put 2 parts amino black to 1 part green. I've got some 2mm swim stim green. If we were fishing for carp, I'd put some 3mm in, but we're not, so we're just going to go lightly with the 2mm. Probably use about half a bag of them, and I'm going to chop up a tiny little bit of corn just to give me some extra options, a little bit more visual activity. Now the pellets I've done last night, they've been in the fridge, they're nice and soft, so we'll get them out when we're ready, and then we'll start mixing the ground bait up. Really don't need a lot of bait at this time of year, so we're going to put 2 parts black with 1 part green. Now, don't use a drill for this when we're only doing such small amounts. So we'll give that a good mix up just to distribute it before we put the water in. And I'm going to mix this quite dry now, because it's pellet based, it will take quite a bit of water. Just a little bit at a time. And as you can see, that's taking on the water. Now we'll leave that while we get set up, give it 10 or 15 minutes, add a little bit more water, and then when we're happy that it's took on as much as we want, we'll just push it through a nice riddle, and then throughout the day we can always add water to it. You can never take it off, but you can add water to it and see what we think. Now look at that for a colour. The lake's really, really clear at the moment, so I don't want anything bright. And that has worked a treat for me of late, so let's see if we can do the same today with it.
Right, almost ready to get into battle with Mr. Jaggar. Going to quickly go through my baits and my tactics for the day. With Joe, it'll all be about probably method feeder fishing. For me, it's going to be natural fishing, which is what I love. It's what I'm about in my fishing. So, dead simple. My ground bait for the day, obviously dark, water's very clear, and I'll be targeting roach. So I'm fishing the old faithful Frenzied Match Black, Silver X roach. For me, fishing's all about confidence, and my bait, I have to be confidence is key. So I've got mega confidence in that, caught loads of fish in it in the last 12 months on natural waters, and that's what's most important. I have just highlighted that. That's Swim Slim Silver Fish Dark. If you wanted a slightly pellety mix, then that's worth an option as well if it's slightly warmer. Certainly not today. Natural baits as well. I've got some pinkies. I've put some of the shake and catch in that last night. Look how bright and vibrant they are. Perfect for them roach, especially when you're fishing through the water with really light rigs. Then onto my sort of caster and worm line. Nice fresh casters I picked up yesterday. Dynamite worms, and I'll be putting a bit of hemp in as well. Onto my long pole pellet line, which will be probably to be fished later on in the match. I've got some F1 Sweet pellets, F1 4mm expanders, which are soaked up last night, ready to go. And I might knock a little bit of ground bait up, just if I've got to pimp that line a little bit with a new F1 Greene and a little bit of Cool Water Black to put with it. And that's it for me.
All right then, lads, that's 11 AM. That's the all in. Get cast out, good luck.
Yeah, good luck, Martin. Just in time for the rain, aren't we?
Go easy on me today, Joe.
I was going to say the same to you.
Right, good luck.
Good luck, mate.
You had one yet, Joe? Any signs yet, Joe? You ever fished a pole before, Joe?
I've also fished the pole before.
Eh?
Perhaps not very well, but I fished it.
You had any yet, Joe?
I haven't let the feeder hit the bottom yet.
Get a good count on here, didn't you?
Yeah, forever if you want it.
What you got a count of? 0006.
I got fed up accounting, so I wound it back in.
Right, that's me set. Have a chuck on one of these silly method feeder things. Right, that looks all right to me from what I remember.
You fishing in my peg?
Am I chucking in your peg? You got the whole, you got like 47 acres of water to your left. Hey up, go on. Well, I thought it was going to go then. Had a sign there, Joe.
I had a sign that last cast.
Did you?
Yeah, only a little tiny one though.
You probably couldn't pick up my 12mm 12mm hook bait in size 12 QM1. Tell you what, landing net on a great big tree. Off the mark. Joe, if you don't beat me today, right, you want to go home and give yourself a serious
It's
talking
currently
to.
2-1, so I don't know what...
I've not fished. I've just sat here and worked it out. I've not fished a method feeder for 10 years. My hook lengths that I found the other night, Drennan don't actually even make them anymore. I went online to buy some and I couldn't get them anymore. This is your chance. I do want, is there a rematch clause in this today? Miss a bite there, Joe?
You all right?
You miss a bite?
Oh, you don't miss a bite on these.
Right then, Martin, tell us a little bit about how you've been getting on in this first hour and a bit.
Well, I've chucked a little method, 27 metres I think, and just with a little wafter, little Andy Rockley special. That he knocked
has
me
he
up.
sorted you something out, has he?
Yeah, old Joe ain't got any of them, has he? See? No,
Sneaky.
I've chucked that. So, and I had a pull first chuck, which come off,
Yeah.
which I was absolutely gutted about. And then I've had two, probably, I don't know, what were they, 12 ounce a pound?
Yeah,
Two
they were in that
skimmers.
bracket, weren't they? Yeah, looked around that.
And I didn't want to leave that too long.
A nice rud as well.
A little rud, look.
There's a little rud.
I didn't want to sit on that. I wanted to try and get some bait in there, but also not neglect my pole lines because...
Yeah, well, I was going to say, as soon as you've come on the pole, it's just been red hot with rudd and roach. So
loads
far,
of little fish, which I wasn't expecting actually. I was expecting less bites, but better quality fish, and it's been the complete opposite. I'm having like loads of bites, but the stamp of the fish is horrific. So went on my pinky and my ground bait line over that ground bait mix that I showed you guys at the start. Put quite a bit in at the start actually because I didn't want to really top up. Went straight on pinkies, slightly off to my right, loose feeding pinkies, and it was good, but the fish were tiny.
Yeah.
First drop in, I had a nice stamp roach, and then they just. So
too small,
I thought, this is my sort of like, not a chopped worm line, but I'm fishing a tiny little worm head over like a little sticky ball of the same mix, frenzied match black and the roach, but then I've got
a few casters
in there, some mushed worms, a few 2mm pellets, bit of emp, just a claggy sort of mix that I've just put. I've got a tiny little pot on the end of my pole, and I'm just plopping that in and putting a nice little light rig over top, little worm head on the hook, and I'm just hopefully going to build this up now and start trying to get some quality fish in my peg. I'd rather these lines would have thrown up some better quality fish, to be fair, but
fish,
plenty of time.
Yep, like you say, still plenty of time, and
just keep building it up. And see what happens. And then if Joe all of a sudden has a burst of fish and steams in front, then I can.
You've got the other option to go on the feeder. All right, mate. Well, it is a very good start.
Yeah,
got plenty of time left to go.
It wasn't what I was expecting, to be fair. I wasn't expecting to be plagued by all these small fish.
Yeah,
caught me out a bit.
But
That
you take them on a day like today, like you say,
it's bitterly cold, isn't it? It's bitterly cold. I wasn't expecting such a good start, really.
And you're doing well holding the pole, and that's crosswind as well.
Yeah, it's all right at the minute.
Look at that bite, Chuck. Brilliant.
Even on worms, look. I wasn't expecting this stamp of fish.
Yeah. Right, well, I'll let you crack on with this, and then we'll go over and
see how the old
Joe's getting.
old Jaggars, if he's got the moves or not.
Yeah. Right, good luck, mate.
Right.
Right then, Joe, without swearing, tell us a little bit about how the match is going for you so far.
What gives you that impression, mate?
I don't know, but I know, mate. It's tough is the word, I think.
Yeah. I put 2 lines in. I've gone in at 24 metres and 34 metres. I've gone at angles just so that one line isn't running through the other.
Yeah.
Fed both at the start. Started at 24 metres. Had a skimmer second chuck, quite a small skimmer.
Yeah.
Had a roach next chuck. And it all seemed to be going quite swimmingly. And then Martin clumped 2 sort of 10 to 12 ounce skimmers, fishing at a similar distance.
Yeah.
And I just kept getting these rattles. And I'd hook one and it'd pop off, and it was like, what's going on here? Just like this now. That's not on.
Yeah, I just saw it then, saw the bite, it was a proper rattle, and then it's coming off. But you're fishing, you've got a little washer at the moment, haven't you?
Yeah, I've got tiny little wowser on this. The only thing I can think of that's been different between mine and Martin's peg, when he started off on his, his method pole.
Yeah.
Because it's Paul v feeder match. I just feel that he hasn't fed any ground bait. And I fed quite a bit of ground bait. And I think I've pulled all these roach into the peg. And I'm currently trying to slow them down, just feeding pellets. Obviously, he's dropped onto his pole now that he's primed, and he's on one a bung. So
catching a few in here.
Yeah, I've got quite a bit of catching up to do, to be fair. And
this is the thing, if those skimmers do rock up on your line, like say if they are £1 a piece, you can catch up quite quickly, but they're just no signs yet, is there?
One would be a nice start, wouldn't it, before we start thinking of that.
Yeah. But yeah, there's still...
So I'm just rotating the lines at the moment and just hoping for an arrival on at least one of the lines.
Yeah. And I mean, it's been difficult to hit into those kind of finicky bites. I mean, I've just seen it there on the tips, kind of bouncing around.
Yeah, if they're not hooking themselves, you're not hooking them.
Yeah. But
they do look forever and a day as if they're already on, don't they?
Yeah, 100%.
I mean, they're no good to me anyway. I need to catch better fish.
Yeah.
But I just feel that everything I'm feeding is getting eaten by these small fish.
Yeah.
So I've just put a couple of bigger ones on that long line, come on this short line, and I'll go back on.
Got you.
Hopefully a better second half of the match, mate.
Yeah, fingers crossed,
Otherwise,
mate.
it's nothing short of a 250-mile disaster for me.
Well, like you say, mate, there's still plenty of time left to go, so yeah, I reckon we can do it.
Cheers,
good luck, mate.
Can't believe how many fry down here. See if I can net some. Yeah, I've got some. Hey!
You alright?
I've had 4 in one chuck then.
Well, spent the last 3 hours biting my lip and going over the 2 lines, and then you came at me, Alex, and you said, I think all your fish are to your right. And obviously it's a bit of fun, it's a bit of showcasing the venue. I've just had a chuck in Martin's peg, and it was in a minute, and it went round with a skimmer, and that's almost double my weight for the day. This has been in 40 seconds on the recast, and it's gone round again. So, despite me sort of moaning that Martin was chucking a method, I'm not sure what he was doing when he was chucking it.
I'll tell you what, Northerners, they just bend the rules as much as they can, I tell you.
Talk us through how it's gone. You've had a few more, haven't you?
Well, the initial sort of 2.5. No, what's it been? It's been about 3.5 hours.
3.5 now, yeah.
I think I've totaled 1 skimmer and 5 or 6 roach, and they're the ones that I've managed to keep on the hook. The majority of my roach have fallen off.
Yeah.
Or rattled themselves off on the bite. I've chucked a little bit right. I'd say a little bit right. Don't think Martin's impressed, but he's had a good day's fishing, so
He's on the pole, mate, don't matter.
Yeah, I can afford to upset him. And until we started filming, it kept going around, but you've cursed me again. I've had 3 skimmers and a roach in the last 5 minutes, and
Wow.
that's more than double my weight.
Yeah.
Granted, I need a hell of a lot more than that if they're that stamp
Yeah, I
to
think
get anywhere near him.
You might just need to, mate.
But I think we have sort of proven there that the fish just haven't been in my peg, because I've done the same thing. It gone round first choke, me and you just looked at each other.
Yeah.
Is that a skimmer? And it was. And it's kept going round until you've cursed me again, and it's probably back to square one now.
Keep reminding me of that.
Yeah. There's
But,
more than enough fish in here, but I think because we're just sat here, they can just back off.
Yeah.
And that might be what they've just done now.
Yeah.
Obviously, Martin's firing casters in, and he's managed to keep his fish.
They're a small stamp, but like you say, he's catching one every put in.
Yeah.
Whereas you've been waiting a lot longer, but he's starting to get a few of the bigger skimmers.
Oh, I
now.
thought I was going to go then.
Yeah, a little indication then as
Yeah.
well. But I think it's a bit deeper water to the right. There we go.
That's on.
That's on. A little bit of deeper water to the right. Do you think maybe with this cold snap they've just drifted into there a bit? Or
Yeah, I mean,
more
obviously
pulled up
I
in
know very, very, very little about the venue, but
there? Yeah.
they've got no reason to be sat in this shallow water. I know it doesn't get much deeper anywhere. Let's just see if we can make the comeback of all comebacks here.
Well, there's still plenty of time to, mate, so I'll let you crank this one in. Another nice roach.
Another roach on the method, as you do.
Let you crank this in, and yeah, about an hour to go, mate. Good luck.
Cheers, mate.
Fingers crossed you get some more.
Is that a fish? Well done, Joe.
There's a hell of a lot more skill involved in catching them on a method feeder than a pole.
You reckon?
Yeah.
No. No, I ain't having that. No.
Right then, Martin, half an hour left to go. Tell us a bit about how the last hour's gone for you.
Well, the wind's got up, that's the first thing, and it hasn't got any warmer.
Yeah.
I've changed
Certainly hasn't.
changed the pole line to, I've come a bit shorter. I've adapted like just to the weather because there's no point in battling away,
Yeah.
getting that presentation. And then I have had a bit of a, there's been a bit of a change because Joe has decided just to chuck in my peg. Well, he ain't just chucking in my peg. He's decided to chuck in a peg past me.
Could hear Joe laughing over our shoulders.
You could say it's being adaptive, couldn't you? But I think it's called, and he's caught as well. I actually say it's being like, well, winning at all costs.
Yeah.
Hey, Joe.
Well, he's struggled today, poor Joe, in his peg, but he's moved to the right a little bit with his casting.
A little bit. He moved quite a further to the right, be in the car park.
To be honest, he's probably closer to the peg to the right of Martin than Martin's actual peg. So
anyway, Anyway, we'll let Joe have that one. But I mean, it has been hard work, isn't it, mate? It's been hard work. It's been very cold. We've had a proper brutal 2 days of rain.
Yeah.
You know, we're just chatting to the fishery owner there, and he was saying, you know, how bad the weather's been, and the water is clear. So everything's been against us. I've had plenty of bites, though. That's been the odd thing.
It's been great watching you catch them.
I wonder what that was then. Oh, it's Joe's feeder coming past me.
every put in, you've had a fish.
I mean, look, I'm getting.
I think with if Joe had fished the pole today as well, it would have been interesting to see how close it would have been. But that's just the way it goes, isn't it? Fishing sometimes.
Joe's going to hammer me now forever about the choice of the venue. But I'll just say that I just adapted to the conditions on the day instead of being a one-trick pony.
Right, well, there's half an hour left to go. Plenty of time still to get some more fishing there like you're doing now. So yeah,
keep
good luck,
down,
mate.
get
and,
on with it.
Get ready for the all-in half an hour.
Yeah. Listen to Joe's excuses. What's going on here?
You do a bit of an interview as to like, who do you think's going to win? I'm being serious. Are you going to ask us what we think the verdict will be?
Right then, lads, I'm sure you're both going to be absolutely gutted to hear this, but that's it. 3:30, that's the all out. Match is over. Get your poles in, get your rod in.
We not have another hour?
We could. Did you bring a head torch?
Well done, Joe.
Cheers, mate. I think you just edged it that last hour, though. It could be close. They might let me wear my seat box in.
Right, well, in previous match head-to-head videos, we've made the anglers walk down the bank so they've not known the scores, but it's been a little bit one-sided, we'd like to say today. So they can stay for the weigh-in, they can see the scores, and yeah, we'll just announce it as soon as we weigh them in. So Martin's just weighed the sling for me.
Nearly £5, Joe. If it was a boxing match, it'd have been stopped a long time ago.
It'd never been taken on.
Wouldn't have got a licence for it.
Right, so that's the end of the match. The weather has thrown everything at us today. We've had wind, we've had a bit of rain, it's been absolutely freezing. Obviously the conditions haven't made it easy fishing by any means, but we've got two weights. We've got a weight of £4.15 and a weight of £10, 8 ounces. And of course, the bigger weight has gone to Mr. Martin Greene today. Well done, mate.
Well done.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much. Well done, Joe.
Martin.
No problem.
Been a tough match that today, isn't it?
Yeah.
Been a tough match.
So I think the difference from me watching it, obviously the pole today.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
Yeah. Listen, I've caught, I don't know, probably had 100 odd fish, but I didn't want it to really be like this. You know, I wanted me to have a nice day's fishing, did a bit of everything, and Joe catching some skimmers on feeder, and the skimmers just haven't fed.
Yeah.
It's been bitterly cold. You know, we keep going on about it, but it is. You know, it's tough conditions, mate. It's middle of December.
That's why when
I
I felt you were stitching me up, I asked if there's a rematch clause, and you never really answered it.
Oh, listen, I'll have a rematch.
You never said no, did you? So I think we'll wait till there's a big orange thing in the sky.
Yeah.
And we're in a few less layers.
I asked Joe with about an hour to go, would you have done anything different today, Joe? And he went, yeah, I'd have come here about a month ago.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's, yeah, we'll have a rematch at some point.
It's not helped that there's nobody else been on this bank, because I think anything, apart from you pinging your casters over the top, I think you've held fish. Everything else has just dispersed, I think. But
yeah, it's been a tough one. Been a bit of a gripper, but weather's been against us.
Definitely. But
you can't expect much different a week before Christmas, can you, really?
No, you can't, yeah.
Luckily there's not a lid on the spot.
Yeah. And looking at this morning, we did have a frost this morning. We're lucky it didn't freeze over, but that's you you roll the dice with the day you want to go fishing, and that's it. You got to stick to it. But,
Yeah.
It's been enjoyable. That's been the best thing about it. We've had a laugh.
Speak for yourself.
We'll end it there, shall we?
Well,
Until the next time.
Yeah, until the next one. Well, we hope you enjoyed the video. If you liked it, please give it us a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you on the next one.